The last concept of chapter 6 is to make an alphabet a subject. Okay, so let's just say we have an equation y plus xy equal to 3x plus 2. Okay, I want to make x the subject. You notice that my equation have both x and y. Okay, so I want to only make x the subject. When I say I want to make x the subject, means that I want to put my x onto the left hand side, right? Okay, so how do I do this? So first, move all the terms with x to the left hand side. Okay, notice that this have x, this is 3x, right? So I move my 3x to the left hand side. Okay, so left hand side is xy. Okay, then you move 3x to the left hand side, you must make it into minus 3x. Okay, then you put the equal sign. So all the terms without x, you move it to the right hand side. So y, 2, right? Positive plus 2, right? So y, you move it to the right hand side. So y, you move it, this become minus y. So 2 minus y. Okay, so next, so notice that my left hand side got all x, but there's still a y here. Okay, so how should I get rid of this y? And how should I get rid of this so-called minus 3? We need to factorize. Okay, take out the common term between your xy and minus 3x. So you take out, factorize out x. Okay, then okay, so for your xy, I put it as your first term. Your minus 3x, I put it as your second term. Okay, when I take out x from the xy, what is left is only y. When I take out x from the second term, which is minus 3x, what is left is only minus 3. Then you put a bracket. Okay, equal to 2 minus y. Right? Okay, so now I've finished the second step. Now, the final step is to move the brackets to the right hand side. So what I'm referring to is actually this y minus 3 to the so-called left hand side. When you move this to the left hand side, to the right hand side, what should you do? Okay, so remember, there's a in between this bracket and this x, right? In between here is actually a multiplication sign. When you move your multiplication sign to the right hand side, you should change times to divide. Right, so times to divide, right? So x, so what is left on the left hand side is x, right hand side is 2 minus y. I write this first, then you move the bracket, is divide by y minus 3. Okay, so notice that my left hand side only has x, and my right hand side has no x. So this is what I mean by making x the subject. Right, so so maybe just let me reiterate one more time. When you have a multiplication sign, you move to the right hand side, will become divide. Okay, so here will be divide. When you have a plus sign here, you move to the right hand side, will become minus. It's like opposite like that. Right? Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, so let's move on to a more complicated, which involve fraction. Okay, so just now, for the case 1, right, you notice there's no fraction. It's just basically one straight line, y plus xy equal to 3x plus 2. It's a very beautiful equation. But if you have a fraction like this, right, a equal to 1 minus t divided by 1 plus t, what should we do? First of all, we must make this form into just now that form, like for this, right, xy plus y equal to 2 plus y, something like this. Okay, we must make it into just one straight line. Okay, so I want to make my fraction into one straight line, I should do the crisscross. Right. Okay, so a equal to 1 minus t, 1 divided by 1 plus t, right, is actually the same as a over 1. Okay, equal to 1 minus t over 1 plus t. So now my left hand side is fraction, right hand side is fraction. Whenever you are doing crisscross, the left hand side must only have one term. Right hand side only one term. Okay, if you have two terms on the left hand side or two terms on the right hand side, you cannot do any crisscross. Okay, so you crisscross first, criss and you cross. Okay, then okay, so now we do the a times 1 plus t. Okay, so a multiply by 1 plus t bracket. Then you put an equal sign. Okay, now we do the second cross. 1 multiply by 1 minus t. So it's just 1. Remember your bracket. Alright. Okay, so now we have completed the first step. Okay, so first step, notice that now is a very beautiful equation. No fraction, no whatever. Alright, so one straight line. Second, I want to move all my terms with t to the left hand side because I want to make t the subject. Okay, so it must be located at the left hand side. Okay, so let me just expand this out first. So a plus at, so this is my left hand side, equal to 1 minus t. Okay, so move all the terms with t to the left hand side. So my at I stay put. Okay, minus t, I move it to the left hand side. Okay, and a you move it to the right hand side. So when you do this, what you get is at plus t is equal to 1 minus a. Okay, so the next thing, the third step, I factorize out the t because I only want t on the left hand side. Now we have a here. Okay, so that's something that I don't want. I want it to move to the so-called right hand side. Okay, so I factorize out t, then I put a bracket. So first term, second term. After taking out t from the first term, what is left is only a, right? Okay, then we go to the second term. Okay, second term, t. I take out t. By right should have nothing left, right? So you should put 0. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, so when I have t for the second term, I take out t. What is left is actually 1. Okay, 1. Alright? Okay, it's not 0. So please take note of this. Okay, so it's equal to 1 minus a. Right? Okay, so now move the brackets to the right hand side. That's the last step, final step, before we call it a day. Alright, so my left hand side remains as t, and my so-called right hand side, right, is 1 minus a. Put a here. So this is bracket a plus t, right? You move everything to the right hand side. So remember, in between there's a invisible multiplication sign. So when you move, you should become divide, right? So when you move is divide by a plus 1. Alright? Yeah, so I have completed the final step, and this is making t the subject.